I was at 240 pounds, feeling terrible, going through the toughest phase of my life. I had lost all hope, as nothing seemed to be working for me. But one good decision turned it all around. This was the time when I finally figured out what was right for me to eat. Well, I opted for a low-carb, high-fat carnivore diet and did intermittent fasting, and eventually lost 75 pounds. And after suffering from a lot of chronic pain and obesity-related health issues for years, I finally felt better.
Hello friends, in our previous video on Shape Squad, we promised to share what happens if you combine carnivore diet with intermittent fasting. Well, we all have come across numerous success stories of various people who did wonders, either by following the carnivore diet or with intermittent fasting. But the big question remains that, is it really possible to combine these two most effective diet plans and reap all the benefits of both these amazing diet plans simultaneously? So today, instead of putting forward a hypothetical imaginary discussion, we have come up with a real-life success story of a young lady who managed to couple carnivore diet with the intermittent fasting and achieved some really amazing results and benefits. Before moving to the incredible success story, let's have a quick perspective of these diet plans. The carnivore diet, centered on consuming only animal products, has gained massive recognition for its effectiveness in weight loss and managing chronic diseases. However, to elevate the effectiveness of the carnivore diet, one might consider integrating it with intermittent fasting. The carnivore diet, although powerful in shedding pounds and managing chronic conditions, may overlook certain aspects like autophagy, the body's process of cleaning out damaged cells, and gut health diversity. This is where intermittent fasting steps in, complementing the diet by enhancing cellular repair processes and contributing to hormone regulation. This fusion not only promises amplified results in weight management, but also paves the way for a more harmonized and health-optimized living. So let's get into what the young lady exactly told us about her life experience.
My name is Sarah, and I'm 32 years old. I currently live in Toronto, Canada, and work as a wellness coach. After struggling with my weight and suffering from various health issues, I decided to try the low-carb, high-fat carnivore diet, later coupled with intermittent fasting, and started practicing yoga. Just to give you a little background about my past, I struggled with being overweight throughout my adolescence and well into my adult life. No matter what I tried, whether it was counting calories, doing cleanses, working out with a personal trainer, or even taking weight loss pills, I would lose a bit of weight just to gain it all back and then some. Hypothyroidism, insulin resistance, celiac disease, and fibromyalgia added even more challenges to my weight loss journey. I constantly felt fatigued, inflamed, and in pain with every passing day. However, no amount of caffeine, massage therapy, or painkillers would make any difference. In addition to my weight loss problems, I also struggled with mental health issues like anxiety attacks and severe depression due to emotional and physical stress I had experienced in my early 20s. I tried antidepressants, therapy, talking to friends and family, but again, nothing seemed to work. Things looked up after I married the love of my life and we had our baby boy. But after I gave birth, I suffered from postpartum depression. When I got pregnant again, we were really excited. But I experienced one of the toughest days of my life when I miscarried my 11-week-old baby. After that, I just went all numb. I gave up all hope of living in a world in which my body was not defective and actually did what it was made to do. Instead, I started accepting that this was my reality, and even though I hated my body, this was what I would have to deal with for the rest of my life. But my turning point came in January 2020 at the age of 28. I was at my heaviest weight of 240 pounds on my 5'6" frame. One evening, I was playing with my son and became so out of breath that I thought I was going to have a heart attack. At that point, I realized that if I wanted to be around to see my boy grow up, I needed to stop throwing myself a pity party and start prioritizing my health again. I started revisiting the profiles of people I admired on Instagram who had successfully regained their health. I optimistically hit up Google as well to search up ways I could do that while healing and enjoying the foods I loved, such as fatty steaks. That is when I came across Kelly Hogan's blog, My Zero Carb Life. She follows the carnivore diet, a type of ketogenic diet that focuses on fueling the body with healthy animal fats and proteins. The way of eating honestly seemed too good to be true, but the more I learned about zero carb, animal-based nutrition, from the low-carb, high-fat community, the more I realized that this was going to be the key to my recovery. I adored this way of eating as it allowed me to eat foods that taste incredible, while helping me lose weight, keeping me satiated, and reducing pain symptoms. Once having a hang of the carnivore eating, I decided to further amplify my wellness journey. I started to incorporate intermittent fasting into my eating regime. This further helped me easily practice and enjoy the many benefits of intermittent fasting. I regularly fast from dinner until lunch, or even dinner the next day, which adds up to anywhere between 16 to 24 hours. This lifestyle allowed me to focus on seeing food as fuel. Its simplicity allows me to keep up with my busy schedule and make time for things that matter most, such as family, spirituality, and community. This way of eating may not be right for everyone, but it's what works for me. And here's what I typically eat in a day now. At breakfast, it's plain water, sparkling water with unflavored Redmond Real Salt electrolyte mix, and black coffee while I am intermittent fasting. At lunch, I take steak bites and scrambled eggs, pot roast soup, or sloppy Joe buffalo chicken shuffle sandwiches. For snacks, I prefer lemon lime Redmond, Real Salt electrolyte water, or coffee with heavy cream, boiled eggs, tuna salad, chicken skins, smoked chicken breast with cream cheese, or all beef sausages. And for dinner, I go for taco casserole, meat pizza, chicken wings, protein lasagna, reverse seared ribeye steak, or creamy garlic shrimp. I tried to get 30 minutes of movement every day, whether that meant going for a brisk walk, doing bodyweight exercises at home, or just having a dance party with my kiddo. When I started my wellness journey, I was recovering from a fractured toe, so high-impact cardio was difficult for me. So I found those other ways to fit in movement. Presently, as recommended by my rheumatologist, I have switched to 30 minutes of yoga 5 to 7 days a week to better manage my fibromyalgia symptoms. Having never tried yoga before, it was difficult for me to stay still and in sync with my body. But as I continue to incorporate this practice into my life, I am noticing a great improvement in both my mental and physical conditions. These 3 changes made the biggest difference in my weight loss results. 1. I switched to animal-based nutrition and IF. This was the most significant change I made to my lifestyle, and I believe that my success would not have been possible without this key component. Now that I have more awareness, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of properly fueling our bodies in order to achieve weight loss and good health. A lot of us spend too much time and energy trying fad after fad, while consequently harming our bodies in the process. 2. I started prioritizing my self-esteem and mental health. For years, I talked to myself in ways that I would never talk to anyone else. I deprived myself of the love I was giving out to others, and that was terribly unfair. After beginning my wellness journey, I started loving myself, putting myself first, cutting out toxic people and thoughts, practicing yoga, and became my biggest fan. 3. I reached out for support and shared my story. I strongly believe that sharing my journey on social media helped me stay accountable, consistent, and allowed me to cultivate long-lasting, real relationships with amazing people around the world. Any progress I have made thus far, I attribute to the grace of God, the unwavering support from my family and friends, and the uplifting, compassionate, and inclusive group of inspirational people that make up the Instagram and Facebook fasting and low-carb communities. I have lost 75 pounds and feel absolutely amazing now. I want other women who may be suffering from past stress, mental health issues, chronic illnesses, or facing weight loss challenges to know your body hears everything your mind says. Stay positive, stay kind. Your health and looks may fluctuate, your worth will not. Be kind to your mind, support one another, and share your journey with the world. You never know who you may inspire along the way.
So friends, here we are. Really incredible and inspiring true story it is. What do you make of it, and what is your feedback on any of the diet plans you follow? Do tell your experience in the comments. It could be of a lot of help for our Shape Squad community. And this is not all. Subscribe now to Shape Squad. We are to bring much more on the carnivore diet, the best practices, expert guide and tips, and a lot more in our videos to come. Press the like button if you found this story inspiring. And do share it with your loved ones. Thanks for watching. See you.